Then after that, I know I got one more. Here, Suburban Commando.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Man, you're getting points for the Hulkster in there.
Yeah, I know.
And Christopher Lloyd.
You're getting docked points, but you're getting them back for Christopher Lloyd. It's okay.
Yeah.
So it equals out.
Yeah.
Now, and
That's sum of zero.
And I still have more action movies, so I'm going to move on.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I have some movies that are action-oriented movies, but they're not necessarily action movies. Or I wouldn't think of them that way. Maverick.
Yeah, it was a good
Mel
movie.
Gibson.
Yeah, Richard Donner film, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A really good movie.
James Garner, right?
James Garner, yeah, the original Maverick from the TV show.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that movie. The Cowboy Way. I don't know if you guys remember this. It was
Kiefer Sutherland and Woody Harrelson.
Mm-hmm. Buddy movie.
Yep.
I'm not going to put that up in the higher echelon, but it was a thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. It was
we're
a big
talking
thing.
about action. There was quite a bit of action in that movie. Clear and Present Danger.
Okay.
Which I don't know if that's an action movie. There's action in the movie.
John Malkovich, right?
Yeah.
That was Clint Eastwood.
So
It was Clint Eastwood, right?
No, Harrison Ford. Jack Ryan's been
It's
played.
a Jack Ryan movie.
Yeah, it's been played by Alec Baldwin.
Well, you're thinking because you said John Malkovich. John Malkovich is
He's
in
the
movie.
shooter.
Yeah, but that's not Harrison Ford.
Yeah, it is.
Not in that movie. That's it's
Dude, fuck.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Fucking look it up on the internet. The Jack Ryan's been played
right.
by Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck, and John Krasinski.
What was the movie?
No, there's one more
I
too.
swear that was not edited, by the way. That was the flip on the switch.
What was that movie that had Clint Eastwood in it, where he was basically the guy that was running behind the motorcade in JFK's motorcade, and he was basically trying to protect?
I think that's Harrison Ford, man. Oh, I could be wrong now. Now you're throwing doubts in my head.
Because what is that movie that he did? It was Clint Eastwood, and he was kind of like he was retired, but yet they had the.
Oh shit! I think you might be right now.
So
someone get out the internets.
So real
we're
quick,
gonna find this out.
Willem Dafoe
there
was the bad guy in Clear and Present Danger.
That's that's a different movie. Then yeah. Clint Eastwood did that one where
Clint Eastwood's the one with
John Malkovich, and John Malkovich was like gaining weight in it, like eating spaghetti and shit like that. And it was another assassination movie.
I don't know.
Holy
that
shit.
was
Yeah.
Not Clear and Present Danger, but
I'll find it here.
Probably has nothing to do with this year.
Yeah.
Sorry. Move on.
Moving on.
A movie called Love and a 45. I don't know if anybody's seen that.
Yeah.
It had Renee Zellweger. I can't.
Zellweger.
Whatever.
Zellweger.
Swellwinger.
Yeah, I don't know how to say her name. It was actually a really good movie. It's about this kind of trashy, small-time criminal. And I can't remember the guy who played the small-time criminal and his fiance, I believe it is. And like they're trying to get to Mexico to get away from these other criminals that are trying to kill him. And all he's got is his girl and his 45. That's the whole idea. But it kind of is in the vein, I would say a little bit, of another movie on this list, Natural Born Killers. So we can talk about that for a half a second if you want to.
There's more than a half a second in that conversation because it is such a fucking great movie.
We did touch on this before in soundtracks.
That is true.
Available in the archives, and I think even on some quick cast before because it's a 25th anniversary, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen Natural Born Killers, you should probably stop what you're doing right now.
Go
pause
watch it.
this podcast. Go watch it.
Watch it sober first, and then watch it high afterwards.
Yeah, then get some.
That's not the direction I went with it, but okay.
Yeah, no. I was sober the first time I watched it. It was like, good Lord.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Well, it's a crazy movie, man.
In the Line of Fire.
God,
it's called In the Line
Yeah,
of
I
Fire.
know. I just looked it up too. Yeah. In the Line of Fire, Clint Eastwood. John Malkovich.
I didn't look it up. I just remembered.
Yeah. Oh, God damn.
Not as good as Natural Born Killers.
No,
No.
Dude, Oliver Stone, man.
Yeah. This was obviously a great movie. I'm not going to get too far into it.
Oliver Stone had a good couple of years
He
here.
had quite a few good years there in the 90s.
90?
Well, starting with maybe with Platoon even.
In 80, yeah, 86.
Sure.
Going up for the
But
decade.
I mean, if you're talking about
just the 90s.
the 90s, like
Yeah.
if I was picking an area, that's where he was really in his stride.
Yeah.
I love how they use different film stocks. I think Robert Richardson shot that. I can't remember, but
they use like hundreds of different kinds of films.
Crazy
like that. Yeah,
to make it look all different.
I like the behind the scenes on that one. The
Robot Danny.
Yeah, it's
Junior.
It's basically like it's an hour and a half long behind the scenes of that. That's on the Natural Born Killers DVD.
Right on.
It's fucking great. Tom Sizemore's on it, and the funniest thing he says, he's like, Oliver Stone comes up to me, he says, "Listen here, I got like a 5-legged table here, and if I lose one of these legs, it's going to be wobbly. You going to fuck up my table?" And Tom Sizemore is a big time, drug addict, and
he's a crazy dude, man.
Yeah, he's actually he's gone through a lot of stuff in his life.
Well, I know he almost got kicked off that one movie, right?
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
He would have.
Spielberg
Spielberg
said, if you fuck anything up, you are out of here.
We'll replace you and refilm everything, and he didn't.
Right. And he believed him too, because Spielberg would have done that.
Yeah. Spielberg's fuck that. 100%. Let's redo it. Okay. Anymore?
I'll leave that there. I mean, like I said, I have a lot of movies that have action in them that I'm going to name later.
Yeah, we don't have to keep with it. Now we can just go.
Just do whatever.
Yeah. I'm going to go to 96 here, right?
Yeah.
So I mentioned
1994 best ever of the 90s.
No.
I'm going to go with we were talking about comedy a little bit and action, kind of comedy mixing together. I mentioned Happy Gilmore. A couple other movies that came out this year that I really, really enjoyed. Black Sheep, probably my favorite Chris Farley movie. I know
it's a movie.
It might not be
actually my favorite Chris Farley movie as well.
It might not be the most popular, but I don't know, man. I just get a kick out of that movie every time.
Road. Limit.
And he's like, God, I got chocolate pudding in my pants. We didn't bring any chocolate pudding. So anyway, Black Sheep. I love that one. Kill Whitey. I don't know. And again, you had people like Chris Farley, David Spade, and Adam Sandler in the zeitgeist. Like I said, Bulletproof came out. But another one that I want to touch on that I really, really enjoy, even going back and watching it, and I got the Blu-ray when it came out on its anniversary a couple of years back, The Cable Guy.
Ooh, yes.
Written by Judd Apatow.
Saw that in the theater as well.
Yeah.
I went by myself. Yeah, I literally was by myself laughing the whole time.
Dude,
oh my God, yes.
That is cool.
Yeah. Like it was crazy because it was such a big movie to be touted out, and then whenever you're watching it, you're like, "This is genius."
Well, and it got a lot of negative. Like people didn't like that Jim Carrey was doing that after Ace Ventura and the second Ace Ventura and The Mask.
It was still hilarious. It was just a little bit more like serious.
Yeah, exactly. Directed by Ben Stiller, written by Judd Apatow and Ben Stiller.
Me and my buddy spent all that next summer watching it on HBO. Yeah. Like it would come on 3 times a day, and we would watch it 3 times a fucking day.
I wasn't that deep, but I enjoyed it. Again, that's another movie I've probably seen 3 or 4 times after I saw it in the theater.
Dude, I love that movie.
God, I've seen it over 100 times. No doubt.
Not a drip.
I had to check that myself.
Dude,
hey, Steven, my lisp is gone.
Does he sound like that?
Yeah. He's like, my lisp is gone. You son of a bitch.
That's like my favorite line.
Fucking love that
shit. Like, my lisp is gone.
Jack Black was in that too.
Jack Black's in it too, and he predicted the future. He's on the satellite and says, "You'll be able to play Mortal Kombat with your friend in Vietnam." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that really came true.
That was so awesome. Absolutely. That whole he would do that he did that dialogue twice in there, and every time somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I was online gaming," I'm like, "And you can play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam." Yeah. It's like and the part about the Cable Guy, and I think we could almost do a whole podcast about it.
I would love it.
But I think the actual dialogue in this, I don't know what's lifted from other movies or TV shows. What is so crazy is you can look at all of that, and since he was a TV kid and that's all he did, you could almost position absolutely every word that he says. You could probably find a movie or something else that it goes to.
He's serious.
No joke.
The names he uses are from the movies. But I don't know about all of his dialogue.
I think there's a lot of lines from things that we may not, that other folks may not reference.
Right.
And I really think that Apatow probably went through and was like, I love this line, and he was versed in that.
His wife is in it too. I forgot. What's her name again? Shit, she was in like funny.
Mrs. Apatow?
No.
Was it Matthew Broderick's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
what
so
was
sorry.
her name? Yeah, I don't know her name.
Leslie.
Not Nope.
Leslie.
Nielsen? No.
Shit.
Oh, Cable
not
Guy.
friend of the show. Sorry, Leslie.
Cable Guy's got to be in my top 10 of all time.
Oh, wow.
And Ben Stiller's the twin
Yes.
on the TV.
Sammy, and then this guy Eric Roberts, and fucking he's like, and they were Asian. These Asian guys broke into my house and they killed my brother, and they were Asian.
Dude, yeah, and when it cuts out at the end, it's Kyle Gass from Tenacious D is the one who picks up the book.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he sees the book after the TV's off, and it's like one person was affected by it. Everybody's like, "Oh, come on, TV's." Oh, fuck, I love that movie.
it's so good.
I could write a dissertation about that movie. No shit, for real. That would be my thesis statement.
Sounds like maybe a future episode.
Yes, that's my thesis statement.
Silence of the Lamb.
I went to medieval times because of that movie.
Of course
with that same guy that I'm friends with, and one of my oldest friends. We actually went there, and I even the serving wench came by, and I did the same thing for real because we were drinking, and I swear to God, I had at least 12 double Crown and Cokes that night. Now that's ridiculous, but I really think I did because we pre-gamed and then got there, and I was like, God, I said something like, "Thank you, fair wench," and I was like,
She probably gets
might
that
you
all
fetch
the
me
time.
something from the barkeep? And then my friend was laughing, his sister and brother-in-law were laughing, and I was about to jump over the wall. I was so fucking wasted that night.
So I was just getting ready to say, I could never do that. If I had 12 Crown and Coke doubles, is that what you said? I would be jousting.
Oh my
I
God.
would like tackle somebody off their horse and be on that horse jousting someone. I'd be like,
oh my
it's
God.
time.
They were literally like scared I was going to do it because I'm jumping over the fucking wall. And she come over with the soup and I'm like, "Thanks for the soup, fair wench."
No, bro.
She's even laughing. The whole section's just like, that
I'm
dude's
surprised she's
fucked up.
laughing. Yeah, because
We almost got kicked out.
drunk. Yeah,
I can't believe
It
you
was
called.
fun.
she was laughing.
My night won though. Yes, white night.
Did you actually call her a wench?
Yes, I was like, "Thank you, fair wench," and she even laughed too because she got it, because she probably sees that a million fucking.
Oh,
That's what I was about.
But it was like 2002 or something like that.
That drunk guy just called me fair wench.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
shit
another
his
day
fucking
today.
food. Yeah, yes.
That's like the
That
laugh
asshole.
until you leave,
Yeah.
and then she's like,
I know. Okay. Enough on the Cable Guy tangent. You got any more?
Yeah, sorry. Just one more while I'm on this kind of comedy thing here a little bit. Love Cable Guy. This is another movie I love. Used to rent it constantly from the video store. I know it might be an unpopular choice among some people. Biodome.
why is that
Yeah.
unpopular?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not a lot of people like Pauly Shore.
Stephen Baldwin, right?
Stephen
Pauly
Baldwin's
Shore.
character was
Baldwin,
so
Pauly
fucking
Shore.
annoying.
Yeah. No,
Welcome
I,
to the
bad.
Biodome,
I love it, dude.
bitch.
Just because we're stuck in a bubble doesn't mean we can't cause any trouble. And they fart and smell each other's farts,
Yeah.
and then they guess what they ate. He's like, peanut butter with Cheeto crackers and I don't know. I remember. What
I
he
call
said.
it high road comedy.
There you go.
Taking the high
Yeah,
road.
it's taking the high road on that
Ooh,
comment.
I'm slutty. Ooh, I'm slutty. Dude, but yeah, I love that movie. I used to watch it all. I still do. I mean, there's just so many. It's dumb, but it's funny. Like it's dumb funny. And then they party in it, and all the food they eat looks really good when they break into like the one room. And when they get out and they order a pizza, he's like eating on the phone. He's like, the drink, give me the drink, because he can't use his other hand. And Stephen Baldwin's like giving him the big gulp or whatever.
Yeah. No, yeah, Pauly Shore was pretty big in the 90s too.
Yeah,
And what's her name? There's
There's like,
Joey Lauren Adams.
was she in it?
Yeah, the chick from Mallrats.
Yeah, she must have been dating Kevin Smith at the time too.
Maybe.
I think they were dating for a while
Yeah.
and that's where Chasing Amy came from, right?
I don't know the answer.
That
to that
I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that.
But Biodome rules if you get a chance. And I didn't even catch all the references when I was younger because he's like, all the uses for hemp. And he's like showing him and he's like, purple sticky punch. What's your name? Purple sticky punch. And it's like this big fucking pot plant,
I was really confused at this time because I always got that Renee
Zellweger.
Yeah.
You're great with last names today.
It's her specifically. I've never been able to say her last name.
Zellweger?
I don't think that's how it's spelled.
Zellweger. Zellweger.
Anyways, but I always got her and that the girl from Mallrats,
Joey Lauren Adams. Yeah.
confused. So I'd be like, why is she really